I'm not sure if I'll upload this or when I'll upload this, but I figure since I'm going to be reviewing the new Death Wish film, do a video just sharing my thoughts on the Death Wish movies. Maybe one day I'll go more in depth one by one. It's just I didn't really want to take the time to watch all 5 movies again. Because they're either an hour and a half or 2 hours long or an hour and 40 minutes long. And usually like an hour and a half. But something like an hour and 40. And I just didn't have the time to go through each of them. So, yeah. But yeah, maybe one day down the road. But I just didn't have the time to go through all of them. And plus, when you do that, you kind of want to be in the mood. So to quickly go through them, the first one, not a fan of the movie. I'm sorry. I don't mind Charles Bronson as a, well, it's hard to say actor, but I don't mind Charles Bronson, but this one I find very boring. I'm sorry. I know Jeff Goldblum has an early role at the beginning of the film. It was always annoying that he never found the people who killed his wife, but I get what it was trying to do because, well, in reality, especially at that time, you probably would not have been able to find the exact people. Also, these early Death Wish films, they have elements of rape, and I get the idea of rape in a movie to make you really hate the bad guys and really feel for the good guys. But especially in these early Death Wish films, I don't know, it's not really, it's not meant to be fun to see, of course. That's not the point. It's meant to be, of course, rape is supposed to be atrocious. That's the point. But it's one of those, like, just give me the idea that, I mean, I can understand the idea. I don't know how else to word it. I don't know. This movie never did much for me. Maybe because I was more of a Dirty Harry fan than a Death Wish fan. So I love all the Dirty Harry films. I reviewed all the Dirty Harry films. My favorite is the second one, Magnum Force. But I love the Deadpool, the Enforcer, the first Dirty Harry, um, Sudden Impact. Am I missing one? No, I'm not. But my favorite is Magnum Force. So I reviewed those. It's on the channel. But this one I just couldn't get into. Can never get into. Well, I'll get to that in another video. Just not a big fan of this movie. And then this, which was a nice gift, Death Wish 2, 3, and 4. I like the second one. Again, it has a rape scene that is uncomfortable, and it's supposed to be uncomfortable because it's a rape scene. But it's one of those I kind of, I would fast forward through. But Death Wish 2 I like more than the first one. I like the score more. It has Jimmy Page, who they also use his music in Death Wish 3. Love the music. Bum, 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 da da dum, da 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 da. And this is when Canon Films were producing the Death Wish flicks, and I like that. I love the Canon Film company. I love many of those films. I mean, technically, this film is Warner Brothers, but Canon Films is on. Their name is plastered on it. And I love Cyborg. I love Over the Top, despite what others want to say. When they took a shit on it in the Canon Film documentary, fuck that. I love Over the Top. Death Wish 2, I like more than the first. It's the Canon Films version of the first movie. It's Lawrence Fishburne who gets shot through his boombox. You have some nice lines of dialogue. You believe in Jesus. You're going to meet him. So, like, Death Wish 2 I could deal more than the first one. I don't mind Death Wish 2. Now, Death Wish 3 is my all-time favorite. To this day, my all-time favorite Death Wish flick. Love this film. Some people talk about how it's so bad, it's good, or it's awesome because of how awful it is. No, I liked it because it's fucking awesome. And no, they're not saying that because of the remake, because a lot of people hate that one too. They just say it because it's canon films. I really enjoyed Death Wish 3. It's entertaining, it's fun. This also has nice memories because when I first started on YouTube, one of the first times I did a review for someone with someone, it's my friend Efrey, because we did reviews on Aliens and Death Wish 3. And I know this is a favorite of his. But Death Wish 3, very entertaining. The Wilby Magnum, the just love the action, love the body count. This is what I'm talking about with this Steve plan with Arnold and Sly. If Charles Bronson can have this kind of body count at this age, they should have had it as Steve plan. They should have just everyone is a killer going after them. They just wipe out everybody. And it would have been awesome. Small arsenal of guns, knives, and yes, even a bazooka. I love this movie. So much fun. This one I don't mind. It's it's got some nice action, gunfight sequences, shootout sequences. It's him trying to play both sides and make them kill each other, kind of like Yojimbo, A Fistful of Dollars, Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis. Try to go a little bit in that route. And one thing you realize that you please do not know Paul Kersey, because if you know him, you're going to die. Whether you're his girlfriend, his wife, his daughter, his stepdaughter, his friend, his goldfish, his cat, his dog, his pet bird. If you know Paul Kersey, you're going to get raped or killed or both. Maybe at the same time. That's how shitty of luck this guy has. So again, if you know a guy named Paul Kersey, stay the fuck away from him because you're going to die. That's I like the film, but that's one of the big problems I have with this movie is the ending. Because the John P. Ryan is warning him, "Don't come closer, Kersey. Don't come closer." And but then Charles Bronson does a stupid thing and keeps going, even though the gun is on this woman who he loves. Don't come closer. And then he keeps coming, and so the guy shoots her. You made me do it, Kersey. You made me do it. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. And then Paul Kersey blows him up with his grenade launcher, which was cool, but I'm like, he just got his woman killed, and he's a fucking moron. So it just made Paul Kersey a fucking moron, and like, what was the point of all this? Is maybe the woman. So the ending hurts the film, and he pretty much well this shot here really has a gun to her head. Gets her killed because of his stupidity. Could have stopped, and then when he had the gun away, shoot him or something. But no. So yeah, weird, kind of shitty ending. But overall, I do like the film. Okay. And then this one. This is on a 2-pack with this film called Double Whammy with Dennis Leary and Steve Buscemi. Death Wish 5, not a fan of. I think because Death Wish 5 just really has that feel of a direct-to-video movie. Just cheaper. It looked a lot cheaper. It looked like they didn't have much money for anything. I don't mind Michael Parks as the villain, but Charles Bronson at this point, I think he really was just too old for the role. Because he was old when he did these films. Like Death Wish 3 was 85. Death Wish 5 is, what, 94? Give or take? So yeah, he was getting a bit too old for those kind of roles. And I don't know, Alan A. Goldstein is the director. Never even heard of the guy. Released by Trimark. Wow, Trimark. I don't know, it felt it felt almost like a TV movie at times. I don't know, just not much a fan of Death Wish 5, The Face of Death. Yeah, not big on it. So, just really, that's my thoughts on the Death Wish movies. I'm not a fan of the first one, and I'm not a fan of the fifth one. But I do enjoy 2, 3, and 4, especially part 3. To me, it's easily my favorite one. I like that it takes place in New York. I love how batshit insane it gets, where literally the entire street block goes to war. I like the villain, uh, Gavin O'Hurley. I like the cop played by Ed Lauder, who helps out Paul Kersey. I like that. Well, Charles Bronson gets this. I don't know what kind of gun it is, but it looks like something from World War II. Like I forget what the type of gun is. It just goes to waste on people. I fucking love it. They don't make movies like that anymore. They really don't. Overall, easily my favorite. I know people would get mad because you don't love the first one. No, I don't. I'll enjoy the first Dirty Harry. Hell, I will put Vigilante Robert Forster above the first Death Wish. It's just I'm not a fan of The Exterminator. I prefer The Exterminator 2. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Death Wish films. And I guess what I will do is upload this and then share my thoughts on the new Death Wish movie. See you guys later. Or see you guys in a little bit.